Hi guys, it's Celeste and today is a very nonchalant, regular video. I know I have a lot of hobbies and bear with me. I am still going to songwrite, I am still going to paint, I am still going to do mini vlogs, I am still doing running content. I do a lot with my time, so it's really hard to push out content, especially working at my part-time job that I work full-time hours in. But for today, I did want to talk about my junk journal, and my junk journal is one of my hobbies that I have that I really enjoy. It's like scrapbooking, except you take trash, but I kind of mix it. I kind of do use stickers and I do use things that aren't junk sometimes in my junk journal. It just really depends, but it's mostly junk. That's the composition of a junk journal. I know there's a lot of discourse on TikTok over junk journaling versus scrapbooking, and people are sensitive about it. And in my opinion, I think calling a scrapbook a junk journal takes away from the art of junk journaling. And I feel like scrapbooking feels less attainable and accessible to people because people will feel like they need to buy the aesthetic paper, the aesthetic stickers. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just a different name for it, and it's scrapbooking versus junk journaling, where junk journaling you actually use junk. And like I said, it's just, I feel like it takes away from the art of it, which is why I don't blame people for being upset. I know that it's all technicalities and what people are passionate about. I'm kind of passionate about it, so I do feel a type of way when people call a scrapbook a junk journal, because then I feel like people will think to start a junk journal you need scrap paper, fancy stickers, label makers, and like printers, and obviously you don't need any of that to junk journal. Junk journaling is literally a journal composed of junk, and you can include things that aren't junk. Its composition is mostly junk, which is why I am showing you my junk journal today, which for the most part my junk journal is junk. And I wanted to tell you about the failures of my junk journal, why I stopped junk journaling in this specific journal, and I will introduce my new junk journal. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get into that. Okay guys, so this is my junk journal, and we're going to ignore the mess on this table. I'm going to be realistic. Like, I don't have time to clean it every day. Like, I work 30 plus hours sometimes, and then I have a lot of hobbies. Like, I like to run, I paint, and I'm actively painting, so there's no need to clean this up if I'm going to use it again, in my opinion. But this is the junk journal in question, and I had decorated it, and I kind of didn't like the stickers, but hey, I have to suck it up because they don't come off. So as you can see, this journal is really big, so that was my first error, because the more pages it has, the harder it is to add junk into it. And so I'm gonna flip through this, but this is the first junk page ever, and this had more like postcards and Polaroids and sticky notes, so this one wasn't really junk. But then I started to include more junk everywhere because this is all junk, and stickers that I got randomly from events. And then I went to Niagara Falls, and everything is junk minus the postcard and the stickers, which I'm kind of sad I use the stickers on this. I like have sticker anxiety, but hey. And then to a degree I start to make journal entries and add stickers, which I'm kind of sad I use a sticker here too. But at the end of the day, it's not that bad. It's not the worst. I still have access to it. It's still here. But this is what my junk journal started looking like. I just wrote a lot sometimes when I had anxiety. I mean, I guess a junk journal could be anything really. This my friend gave me. This is like from a mail I got. Tarot cards, something my friend drew. And honestly, I feel like my junk journal really isn't junk in a lot of these pages, but in others it is. Another thing that I struggled with in my junk journal is that I didn't use anything but glue stick, and the glue stick just started to pop off, and I kind of didn't like that. and then the tape wouldn't either, and it would really bother me because although these pages look fine and they're stuck together fine, like this lifts and I don't like that. And then just because there's so many pages, it's hard for everything to stick together. So like my tape wasn't really that good. I don't not like these first few pages, like all these pages up until this page. I didn't mind it. This was another Niagara Falls thing, but the tape is coming off, and then I just don't like what I did, and my layout started to become messy. Like everything just started falling apart. So see, I didn't even try to fix it because everything just started falling apart. And I do think I posted this one, and I started to try more, but then the more I continued this junk journal, like everything just kept falling apart. So I thought with my grand idea, starting from back to front would help the issue, and it just didn't. Everything still didn't stick, and everything still felt bulky, and I didn't like it. See, like everything's falling apart, but at least you guys have a gist of what a junk journal is. And some of my spread ideas, they were literally made up of random stuff here and there, and I just started to hate the spreads that I was making. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just wasn't proud of them. They just started to look ugly to me, and so I scrapped it. See, like nothing was sticking. I scrapped my junk journal, and to alleviate the stress from this junk journal, I started on another one. Introductions to baby junk journal is right here, which is what's supposed to alleviate the stress and the sloppy planning in my other junk journal. Aww. So yeah, this feels like such a childish hobby, but it does like help me with creating memories and remembering things. Like I said, it's an inexpensive way to scrapbook and just hold memories and whatnot. So that's why I do it. It feels a bit childlike, but yeah. And I know this is kind of a random video, but I'm gonna share all my hobbies with you guys. I don't care anymore. I know they say keep a niche. I'm trying my best. If you want to subscribe and wait for days where I post music, post art, post whatever, live stream, like I'll be here. My life is so random, but of course I will always, you know, make a playlist. I will always have everything in its own category in the playlist, and that's the best I can do. I have too much hobbies. I can't have a niche. Like this is really hard to have a niche, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to focus on something. But for now, stay tuned to just vlog lifestyles, embracing your hobbies, embracing your 20s, embracing the progress of making it to wherever you want to make it to. Right now, my goal is just, I like to songwrite, and then I'd like to finish school in STEM, but all in its own timing. There's no rush. We're enjoying life, so stay tuned for that. I post outfits of the days, like I just post whatever, and I hope you guys enjoy my content, and I hope you guys comment and like just create a community here where we could feel more connected, feel more put together, embrace the chaos, etc. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.